walk you through making a hearty, healthy ramen noodle soup. First thing you're going to do is get 2 pots out, one with water. The other you're going to turn on medium-high and put some oil in it. I like to add salt to the water. Then you're going to add your onions. Let those cook for 1 to 2 minutes. Make sure you give them a nice stir so that they don't burn. Then you're going to want to add your celery, your carrots. You can even add some sweet potato and your garlic. You're going to give that a good stir. Let that cook for a few minutes. Then you're going to add your bouillon cubes or vegetable broth. Remember, if you're using bouillon cubes, you need to read the package instructions. The ones I'm using, for every half cube is 1 cup. I'm going to do about 8 cups of water, so I need about 4 bouillon cubes. If you're using chicken or vegetable broth, you do not need to add any additional water. Now you're going to want to add your ginger root. I like to have about 4 to 6 tablespoons of ginger, and the way I do it is I just grate it right into the broth. Now you're going to want to add your Bragg's liquid aminos or your soy sauce. And usually I start with about a 4th cup and work my way up. If you're going to be using the doTERRA essential oils, now would be the time to add them to the soy sauce. You can do ginger, lemongrass, black pepper, turmeric, all or none. It's up to your choice. I like to add them to the soy sauce so that they don't evaporate. Give that a gentle stir and pour it in. There will be some residue on the measuring cup, so you can grab some more broth and just toss it in. You're going to want to cover that with a lid. You can either bring it to a boil without a lid on or with. Either is your choice. And then make sure that you're giving it a stir every couple of minutes to help those flavors combine better. Once it reaches boiling, you're going to want to make sure you turn it down to a simmer and let cook for about 20 to 30 additional minutes. I always recommend that you do some taste testing throughout the cooking to see how your flavors are coming together. At this point, you can see if you need to add in any additional soy sauce, some extra pepper, garlic powder. I love a strong ginger flavor in this soup, so I'm definitely going to be adding more into it if I feel I need to. You can add in your turmeric if you have turmeric on hand. Some black pepper. Remember to stir. After it's been cooking for an additional 15-20 minutes, you're going to want to add in your frozen peas. Toss those in, give it a stir, and then you're going to want to bring it back to a boil because the peas will cool the soup down. Once it's warmed back up, you're going to want to add your kale. Make sure you give your kale a good wash and chop it up. I like to add the kale when there's about 5 to 10 minutes left in the cooking process so that it gets cooked down but doesn't become really bitter. After you add that in, you can put it on a simmer. While that's finishing up, you're going to want to cook your ramen packets. Your water should be boiling at this time. I usually do 1 rice cake per person. The rice cakes you'll need to let cook for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then you're going to want to start separating them. I have found using tongs is the best way to do this. You just sort of squeeze the cake until it starts to fall apart, and then you slowly separate the noodles individually. Once you get all the noodles separated, you're going to cook for an additional 2 to 4 minutes. Once the noodles are cooked, you're going to want to get your colander in the sink, turn on cold water, dump the hot noodles into the colander and rinse with cold water. Toss those around. Now you can serve. Put the noodles in your bowl first, then ladle the soup on top. The soup will be hot, so you're going to want to let it cool down a little. If you're serving it to little kids, you can add some ice cubes in it. But this is a soup that is super hearty, delicious, and everyone in the family can enjoy it.